Hi guys, my name is Kier, but on this channel I go by Hobokiki, and today we are doing my favorite video, which is a flip through of my Hobonichi cousin. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea because I can be quite chatty through these videos, but I really love seeing how everything comes together. Let's start with our monthly page for the month of April. It's not how I wanted it to look, to be honest. I like my monthly pages to look like it's basically a collage, but I'll deal with it, especially because I know it was rushed for the month of April. And let's just go ahead and skip to the spreads that I know you guys really come here for, which are the weekly and daily sections. So this is the first week of April, and I really adore these stickers from DEK Design. I love the colors, and I love the duckies. That's, basically it. I just love the duckies. And the foil for this week was perfect. I usually don't use like different colored foils. The main three is gold, silver, rose gold, and then of course a holographic, but I usually keep it there. So to bring in like this, it comes off as purple, but it's really like a periwinkle kind of color. Um, you know, that was different for me, but I do like the finished look here. Moving forward to April 8th through the 14th, we did something a little bit different here. This is when I started doing like the dashboard layouts. Excuse me, I have to keep stretching and yawning. But this is when I did the dashboard layouts, and I gotta say, I really do think this is my favorite spread that I've done for the month of April. I love the calming, like subdued colors to this, and I just think it's filled out very nicely. The solar eclipse happened this week, and I put my events up at the top, and I just really like how everything flows here. It just looks great, and I'm happy about it. And honestly, I need to I don't want to say get back to it, but yeah, essentially make my spreads look a little bit more like this, because looking at this really brings me happiness. It brings me peace. That's the thing about experimenting, When you're trying new things, you're either going to get it really, really right or really, really wrong. And you kind of just have to take the days that you get it wrong, because that's part of the process, right? But when you get it right, my gosh, you get it right. So I really do want to see if I can get some spreads that are similar to this, because this is where I find my planner piece, at least for now. You guys know that I change spreads like I change undies, okay? 'Cause it's just like, I don't know. I just always have to switch it up. I don't know why I'm like that. I think I also like seeing just how completely filled out everything is. And that's what's really getting me about this spread as well. And it's silver foil. It's been a while since I've used silver foil. Moving forward to April 15th through the 21st. And I got to show you all of this pretty foil. I was just talking about how I don't use like specialty foils, and I really don't. I like that. But I had to use this rainbow foil from Scribble Prints Co. And it matches, I think it blends well with the stickers from Live Love Posh, the Spring Alert sticker book. These foils are just making me happy. On the 20th, we did go to the chicken festival. It was just like, I don't know, I guess it is exactly what it sounds like. But a bunch of vendors came to a park, and, they sold different variations of how they cook chicken. And it was like chicken from all around the world. And I know it just sounds bad, like, but it was great. It was chill. It was family friendly. They played some nice music. They were selling like anime expo stuff. It was cool. It was a good vibe. It was a picnic at the park. It was a vibe, trust me. With this box, I did not like how I cut it in the middle like that. Basically, it was to separate my work goals from my home goals, but I just don't like the dash line. I don't like the space in between the checklist. And like I said, you get it right sometimes, you get it wrong sometimes. This week I got it wrong, and I don't like how nothing feels completed in the get it done box. But I can't be perfect and get every to do done every single day. So it just is what it is. I do like this note section though, where I jotted down who I had to call that week, because if you're anything like me, calling people gives you anxiety, bro. It's just like, I don't know, and it's just really normal things. And it's still just like, I would rather not have to call anybody, but it is what it is. I made sure I got everybody called. Moving forward, this is April 22nd through the 28th. Oh, I love this sticker kit from Moody Cats. I mixed it with Live Love Posh again, and the combination was working for all of us. Like, a lot of you guys told me that you like this combo as well, and I'm so happy to hear that. As you can see, another week of not getting as much things done, especially when it came to like self-care. You're going to really see that plummet like for the next few weeks. I'll try to get better. And then my Instagram posts, yeah, I just don't like this kind of box where I have to actually write down what I do. I did actually post on Instagram that week, but I just didn't feel like writing what I posted. So I am realizing that that's just not the kind of box for me, and not to do that again, even though in an upcoming week, you'll see that I attempted to do it again, and again, that whole box, even though I posted on Instagram, remains blank. The last weekly spread is April 29th through May 5th, and this is a cute little apple themed spread. I did get a lot of things done, and I did start updating my mood tracker with productivity like I used to back in the olden days. As you can see, productivity is high, but mood is low, because if you notice in my Get It Done, it's mostly things that I don't want to do, and my self-care Get It Done was not able to get done. And so, obviously, I'm being very productive at things that I don't want to do but have to get done, which means my mood is not going to be the best. It's all good though, such is life, such is adulting. And I did get a few things on my to buy list. I really do like having a little list every once in a while, but not too often, because I really need to be saving. So it's just that week I really needed a few things to help decompress. So it was smart to make a list for that week, because it definitely helps me think about it more. And we're back to the gold foil. I thought it would look weird, that washi on top of the floral stickers, but it actually looks pretty nice there. That is all the weekly sections. I am trying to think about what is my favorite weekly spread, but I really do think it has to be this one. It's just so pretty, subdued, and filled out, completed. And it's between that one and this one, to be honest, because green is my favorite color, but I really do think it's the one with the rain. Moving forward to the daily section. Don't look at this. This is a disaster. It's a disaster. Like I said, everything can't be perfect, especially when you're scribbling quickly. However, I will say it's much of an improvement here. See, when we look at my May section versus my April section, it's like, oh yeah, this one in May looks 1,000 times better. But, it is what it is. They're scribbles. I just tell myself, you're not doing a work of art here, Kiara. You're just doing a little doodle for this section. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if it's ugly, but it's just like, golly, woof. I just want to, you know what? Let's just go ahead and turn this page now so I don't have to see it because, golly. All right. So I really did get into colored ink. I'm just letting you guys know that there's nothing to worry about because I know you guys see that bright or that bold panic attack. I did not have a panic attack that day. It was just the journaling prompt was asking, what was some of the worst pains you ever felt. And if you've never had a panic attack, let me tell you, girl, the first time I had a panic attack, I actually had to get into an ambulance because I really thought I was having a heart attack and I was going to die. I had no clue what the heck that was. I was like, oh no, this is it. I'm getting ready to meet my maker right now. And then they were like, well, of course the paramedics did take me to the hospital, but then the doctor was just like, oh, you're just having a panic attack. And I'm just like, well, damn, somebody could have told me that before I spent $500 on this ambulance ride, Whew. You know, American healthcare. Anywho, like I stated before, April was definitely a month of experimenting for me. So even in the daily pages, you'll see that they'll go from daily pages to like doubled pages where they might be sharing 2 pages or 2 days on one day, if you get what I'm trying to say here. And then, I even go into some bullet journaling here, which you'll see in a second. This prompt was just saying which business you're never exporting. And you guys already know, for me, it's McDonald's. I'm not spending my money there. Ain't no way you charge me $3 for a hash brown. I'm not letting that go, McDonald's. Count your days. And this was my spring cleaning bucket list. I really didn't even get to clean like I wanted to this year because I was forced to move. And that's something I'll talk about in my next, what is this called? I guess in my May flip through, because it more so happened towards like the end of April, early May. And yeah, I'll talk about it then. It's nothing serious, but it just really ticked me off. But here is like my first like little kind of like bullet journal-y spread. I really like how this turned out, even though, some may say it's not a lot of places to write. No, it's not a lot of places to write. And that was like the goal. I did not feel like writing this week. Your girl was going through the trenches. And when I am like feeling a type of way, there's one or two things happens. I either gotta journal my little heart out, or I just can't do anything. And that includes what I love, which is journaling. And so, that was a week where I just felt like I couldn't even journal. So I just made sure I gave myself just a little bit of space. Like, come on, hey, girl, get something out. And I did feel better. But for me, it was important to make sure I give myself a little bit of space to write, but not force myself to write too much. So that's what I did. And here is another bullet journal-esque spread. I really do like how you can like make a little scene at the top, and then you can flip to your different pages at the bottom and still see the scene at the top. This really makes me happy. One, because it's Totoro, and then two, because I don't know, it's getting back into my bullet journaling roots. But the thing is, it's always a Hobonichi cousin first. So the days I don't feel like doing all of this bullet journaling crap, I don't have to. It can just be a regular daily page all over again. And I love that. I'm still using the colored inks here. And I don't know, I just think that's my thing for now. I did make a box of like celebrations. So I put like 2 things that I was happy about for this week. So that was nice. And I did go ahead and place an order for the PBC sale. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't have, I have enough stickers, but I felt like I needed to treat myself. Okay, so in this page, we are testing out pens, and I got this new pen set from Amazon. I do love all the different thicknesses and boldnesses. However, for the Hobonichi, I would say do not go over a 02 size. If you make a bigger size, as you can see, it starts really bleeding through. And it's not like bleeding, but for the Hobonichi cousin, you know, you're pushing it to the limit. And I mean, if you don't care about that, then that's fine. We all know that almost every pen in the Hobonichi cousin will cast a shadow, but anything over 02 may cause bleeding. You have been warned. I don't typically care too much, but I'm just letting you know about these pens. And then I also got these beautiful highlighters. Look at these colors. They're so pretty. Like it's the rainbow, but it's pastel and it's soft and they're kind of like muted and subdued. Oh, these highlighters are my jam. So you already saw this updated sketch for the month of May, and since the rest of April ends during this week, I will go ahead and show you. So here is the 29th and the 30th, and yes, that pink is bright, and yes, it is hard for someone else to read. I can look at the journal and see exactly what was written, so I'm okay with that. I think I remember saying that this section kind of gives me take a note vibes, and I can still see it. But that is basically it, you guys. I really did have fun experimenting in my Hobonichi cousin this month. And I'm sorry this video came so much later than planned. Everything was already filled out. I just had to film it and get it up. I don't know what was going on with me, but I appreciate your I was going to say your paintings, your patience. Get out there and make some mistakes, you guys. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to leave a dislike, bro. It's whatever, you know. I know I can be a yapparella, so I get it. You guys stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.